beginning, I'm just going to show you how to feed your starter or your current batch of sourdough. So basically you just want equal parts of your starter with flour and warm water. Warm water is very essential. Okay, so I get a small container. This is actually a cocktail mixer, but this is a small container. It has some measuring lines on it. And I'm gonna pour some of my starter. This is a great container. I mean, it looks good, but it's also glass. So you want it to be glass or ceramic. The thing you're storing your starter in. So I'm just gonna pour some in here. And I wanna show you the consistency of the actual starter. So let me see if I can pull this down a little bit so you can see the consistency. Sorry. Hold on one sec. So it's like that. It's like pancake mix. Okay. It can be a little thicker than that too, but that's just to give you an idea. I gotta get my second container, so you're gonna need 2 glass or ceramic containers. This is actually a vase, but totally works. So you put it doesn't matter the order. I typically put in the flour first. You want equal flour, equal warm water. I usually do my flour first in this because it's just easier cleanup wise, but I didn't today. So I'm pouring the starter in here, and then I'm gonna get equal amount of flour. This is ordered flour from King Arthur Flour, which is where I got my original starter, but you can use any kind of flour. At one point I added whole wheat flour to my starter because it really helped it to grow faster, but you can also use just red mill flour, which is America's best baking flour. Okay, so now I'm gonna get equal amount of flour. Some people talk about it being a messy process, but okay, so there it goes. So now I've got equal starter or feeder, my sourdough mix. And now I'm gonna make sure the water is hot, like not hot, but just below hot. So I also have found that the temperature of the water really does matter when you're feeding. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put quite all of it in until I mix it. So I'm mixing it up. It gets a little bit thicker as you mix it. A little bit more like dough. Oh, coffee's ready. Okay, so here you go. It smells a little sour actually, but not like pungent. It's just, okay. So there's our fed starter. And I didn't use all the water, if you notice, because I want it to be slightly thick. And then I'm using the top, it just so happens it fits. And then I put it over here on this table because underneath that part of the table is the heater. So it just kind of stays a little bit warmer there. You want it to be in kind of a warm spot. And it's totally fine to sit there all day, but in about an hour or so, it's gonna start rising, and that's what you want to happen. And then with my old starter, if I don't wanna, give it to someone, I'm just gonna run it under warm water because I don't wanna clog the sink because it will kind of harden like Play-Doh. So you wanna use hot water when you're done cleaning up. When you clean up, it's not that bad. Cleanup is not that big of a deal. And you have to do that every day. Or if you don't wanna do it every day, stick it in the refrigerator, don't leave it out. And then whenever you're ready to get back to it, bring it out, bring it to room temperature, and then feed it equal amounts of starter, flour, and a little bit less warm water.